Alright, so today we will build a student record management system using a TreeMap. And we are going to create a Java application that manages student records. Each record will contain a student's ID, name, and GPA. The student ID will serve as the unique key. The application should allow adding new student records, right? So, and deleting records, updating records, and displaying all records sorted, right, by student ID. We already know that the student ID will serve as a unique key. That means that, well, in a map, right, essentially what in terms of like key, when we speak about keys in maps, is that a map is a collection of data pairs, and so we already know where our student ID is gonna be in. Let me see something here. So that means that usually, a student ID would be represented in numbers, right? Digits, and for programming languages like Java, integers. So we know that our unique key is going to be an integer. Just to clarify again, right? Map is a collection of data pair of key and value data pairs. So going to our objectives, all right. So we're gonna use a tree map, practice adding, removing, updating, and retrieving elements from a tree map. And we're gonna learn to sort data using natural ordering of keys. So our requirements, we're gonna add a student record. We're gonna implement a method to add a new student record to the tree map. The method should take student ID, name, and GPA as parameters. Okay, pretty easy. Ensure that the student ID is unique before adding the record. Okay, we're gonna as well delete a student record. We're gonna implement a method to remove a student record from the tree map using the student ID. And so let me read that again. We're going to implement a method to remove a student record from the tree map, right? So that I know there are various ways to check this, and I already got an idea here. We can use like a contain method, right? A contains method, like a student. Yeah, like a student contains method. Just all right. With see if there is in the tree map, and then if so, then we remove, right? Student to remove with the index of it, yeah. And then then we're gonna implement a method to update the GPA of a student given their ID. And we are going to implement a method to display all student records sorted by student ID. We can also implement a method to display all students whose GPA is above a specified value. Okay. And then we have our instructions here set up. Create a Java project and add a new class named student record manager. And we're gonna define a tree map integer. Exactly, as you guys can see here, right? This is our key, the integer, which is over here. Our student ID here, which will serve as the unique key for this application. Okay, so this is our key and this is our value student. To store student records, the key will be the student ID. Yeah, there it is. Actually, I went very far though. Here it is. And then implement methods for adding. All right, so we're gonna have methods for adding, deleting, updating, and displaying records as described in the requirements. And we're gonna use appropriate tree map operations like put, get, remove. Okay, remove. and looping through entries to implement these functionalities. Yeah, entries, okay. And then we're gonna create a main method to test all functionalities. Add at least 5 student records, display all records to ensure they are sorted, and update the GPA of a student and show the updated list. Delete a student record and display the remaining records and show all students with a GPA higher than 3.0. Okay. Okay. All right, let me start here. And let me go with Blue Jay. Create a new project. And what am I gonna call this again? Let me create a new class. Let me call a student here. And do like a quick class here. Just want to see something here. Might have some constructors here. Okay. Should take student ID. I do like teacher ID. Do like a private name. Obviously, do a private GPA. That's gonna be double. And I'm doing like a public. Right. So we're gonna have some getters and setters. Stick out the student ID names. Parameters. Okay, so it's parameters as well. Right. So. So ID and string name and double GPA. And then we're gonna do like this. But ID is equal to ID. We're gonna do this dot name. Go to name, and as well as this dot GPA is equal to GPA. Let me just quickly do that. Just want to make sure this is recording. There's been moments before situations where okay, it's recording. Yeah, it's just because there's been moments before that I don't know, my software just kind of froze, and I went ahead and did the whole project, and came to find out that it had not recorded it. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so where was I? Alright, so we're gonna do this GPA. So we do like get idea, right? Idea. And then we do a return ID. Do another public string. Get name here. Do a return name. Do another public name. So we're gonna do double here. Get GPA. GPA. So these are this is our getters. Like this. Not that it really matters, but alright, and do like a public void. I'm gonna set the GPA. I'll make sure you guys can see this properly here. Okay. I'm gonna set the GPA to double BA. Hold on, let me do something like this. Alright, that's better. Okay, and we are going to do like this GPA. Put the GPA here. Yeah, because right. Okay. Let me do what's going on here? Let me reduce here. So let me quick now. Let's go and create our student record manager. All right. Let me do. Wait, hold on. Make sure. Okay. Student record manager. We're gonna do a private. We're gonna have our integer here for our key, and we're gonna have student. Right, we're gonna have student for our value. Yeah, and we call these student records. Student records. Let me save it better like this. And store student records. The key will be student ID. Do a let me see. I know I'm supposed to import. Let me go ahead and import that. Is there anything else? Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is implement this. We're adding Alright, so add a student. We're going to implement a method to add a new student record to the TreeMap. The method should take student ID, name, and GPA as parameters to ensure that the student ID is unique before adding the record. So we're going to have a public void and student and like I said, ID. Hold on here. Making a mess here. So we're gonna add. Where is it? Student ID. Student ID name. And GPA. And we are going to do so the method. So to add new student records. Yeah. So all right. So we're gonna add a new student. We're gonna add a new student record, right? So we're gonna add a new student record. A new student record to the TreeMap. New student record to the TreeMap. All right, so let's do like a if, right? I want to make sure that if the student record contains, right? This is what I said. I mentioned earlier that if it contains the ID, which is a unique key, right? Ensure that the student ID is unique before adding the record, right? Because we're ensuring the ID, so that contains ID. We're ensuring that this student record contains the ID. All right, and I can't see anything here. So if student record contains ID, then let's do a system dot print line. I'm gonna do like a already exists, right? Let's see, like already exists. Already exists. Already exists. Right, and then we're gonna come here. Where is this? Hang on. Then we gotta do an else here. Else, let's say our student records. Right. I'm gonna put this ID here, and we're gonna do like a else we're gonna add a new student, right? We're gonna add a new student to the TreeMap. Yeah, we're gonna add to the TreeMap, right? And we are going to see ID name, GPA to the records put. Right, and so then we go like a system. With a student. All right, so it added successfully, right? I'm gonna compile that. Hold on. Let me just see this. Where's my error? Oh, hold on. I know I made some errors here. I know this should be a key here, and I'm missing the key here. Contains key. Should be this. Sorry, it should be key. And what is this? Undeclared variable. Did I have a typo here? Oh, I did have a typo. Okay, I did have a typo. Sorry about that. So if student records, well, that's with an S, right? Yeah, so student records contains key ID, right? Then we're gonna move on to deleting. So implement a method to remove a student record from the TreeMap using the student ID. Okay. We're gonna avoid this and we're gonna do a delete students and so like to remove a student record from the TreeMap using the student ID, right? Implement a method to remove a student record from the TreeMap using the student ID here. Okay. So let's do a if student records, right? Let's do a contains key. Make sure because contains key ID. Right. Then we can just go ahead and remove. Right. And that satisfies our implementing methods here of remove operations, put, get, and looping through. Okay. So the remove ID, right? And then let me do a quick system.out here. A break line, and let's say student successfully, and voila. Right, system break lines. We can also have an else here. And let's say and sorry. All right, and let's say in that case, right, student ID not found. All right, and then so we created our add method, our delete method. Now we have our update method to go. Let me do this real quick here so it goes. It's much better. All right. Hold on. Let me do this. Now we're gonna do our void update. And our update is implement a method to update the GPA of a student given their ID. So we update a method we implement a method to update the GPA of a student given. Oh, okay. So we need the ID here because we're gonna update the GPA of a student given their ID, right? Alright, so that's gonna be the ID, and then it's their GPA. Right? Yeah, because we're updating the GPA. Wait, hold on. Because if we add student double GPA. So that means then the data here should be different. Given their ID, update the GPA. Update the GPA. Oh, let me do like a new GPA here. Like a new GPA. And let me do an if. I'm doing if. Say student records. Hold on, sorry. Let me adjust here my seat. So if student records that contains key ID. Student records contains key ID. Alright, then we can do a student records. We can do let's get this. We want to update it, right? So let's do like the set. Let's just set the GPA here. Yeah, student records. I mean, do that. Student record. Yeah, we get the IT. And you set the GPA to new GPA. And then let's do a system dot print line. Let me say student value system. Okay. Make sure you're okay. Okay. What else is missing here? Display. Okay, let me do a public void. Implement a method to display all student records sorted by student. Implement display. Alright, so we're just going to display all student records sorted by student ID. Sorted by student ID. Okay, let's do a contains. Actually, let me do like this. Because then let me do something like this, right? 0, right? Oh, that's a bad operand. Oh my goodness. Bad operand times what binary operator. Let me do like body's empty, I guess. Okay. And let me do a oh my goodness, come on, bro. Go with no student. Right. And then let me go with an else here. Let me go with a system. Let me go with a student. Let me get something like this. Right. And so like a map here. Let me do like an enhanced for loop here. Like the student records here. Right. system dot line. And we're gonna print our tree. Right, and we're gonna do this. Yeah. Package.map does not exist. Let me just try to import this. Because we don't have the package map here, we only imported a tree map. You know, in some cases, it's okay. You could actually import like every, how do I say, like the whole library or something. I don't know. But imagine like you just probably need some basic utensils. You don't have to carry the whole kitchen now, do you? Right? It just makes the program faster. So let's try to import the map and see if that works. And that works. So yeah, imagine this packages like utensils. You know, maybe I just need a fork. Maybe I just need a knife or a spoon. You know, I don't have to essentially take the whole cutlery box, you know, or the whole kitchen for that matter, and, you know, risking having a slow program or application at the end of the day. Yeah, so what was I? Alright, so then we're also gonna find students with GPA higher than specified value. Implement a method to display all students whose GPA is above a specified value. Okay, let's do with a public void. Alright, we're gonna display all students, right? With high GPA. I know that's a long name. Let me see. Can I shorten this? Let me take all here and just keep it student. And I go display students with high GPA. With high GPA. Let's keep it like that. And here we're gonna implement a method to display all students whose GPA is above a specified value. Alright, let me go with high GPA. Alright, and I don't know, high GPA. Right, and then let me go with, I guess, this just to make sure this actually. And let me say yeah, because I needed to ask the, so let's say Student with high GPA, right? Yeah, student with high GPA greater than. GPA is above. Student with GPA above. Let me go with GPA above. With GPA above a specified value, all right? Above the specified value. So that will be, of course, the high GPA, right? And yeah, student with GPA above the specified value. What's going on here? What's going on here? This is a double, so this is a double. Yeah, that's a double. And to display all students whose GPAs above a specified value. Thing is, not all students have high GPAs, or there's a chance that not all students might get the same. We need like I need more apple juice. I don't know, let me see like let me add like a boolean here. And I want to assign this boolean to false, maybe. Like let's start with false here. And let's do a 4, right? Because above a specified value, we know that we do like map entry here. The key is an integer. Ooh. And we're gonna go student here, which is the value, right? From entry. Yeah, so we're gonna loop through this entry. And we're gonna do like an entry enhanced. We're gonna say that all the student records entry set. And we're gonna say that if the entry let's say value, right? Yeah. Let's get the GPA. Yeah. Is this how I stored it? Yeah, the GPA. And we do if it's greater than the high GPA, right? Yeah. It's greater than the GPA, yeah. something it does. It's higher than, it's greater than the GPA, then let me do like a system. Line, you know, and let me do a entry entry again. Oh, did I type something bad here? Okay, just making sure. Let's say get the value. Alright, because yeah, get the value. Alright. Yeah. So I'm gonna change this boolean to true here. Right. Yeah. And then let me, actually, no. I wanted to do an else here, but I just realized that we might have some how would I say, unintentional program functionality, and that is because if I add the else there, right? For some of you that probably know what I'm talking about here, I think if I add the else here, yeah, if I think it's important that I let the loop. I need this loop to run first. Then after the loop finishes its run, I'm gonna create I should create like an additional if, right? I think I should create an additional if. Because if I do loop runs, get the boolean. False, right? Yeah, I think let me create it just right outside another if, and let me do like if not found, right? Found. Let me do a system. The print line. And we'll like yeah, either that or yeah. So I need this loop to run, because if I had this as an else, I could have gotten the same. Because what I'm seeing here, it would have run. I would have received both students, a list of both students with high GPA and low GPA. That is because, yeah, I think I've done a program like this before where this happened. So just I think out of experience, I prefer to have this if outside, so that then if we set this boolean to false, right? And then it goes over this loop. It runs this loop, right? And if by the end of the loop found, right, is still false, right? So if the when the compiler gets to this 2 lines here, it gets over this loop here, right, and it does not find any data, any value, any student value graded with a high GPA, then with a high GPA, then found will still be false. And then if false, right, then it meaning if not found, right? So if not found, which then will be so if not found will be true, then if not found is true, then this line 60 here will run. The compiler will run this line here, which is then no student with GPA greater than the high GPA, which is the GPA set by whoever is running the application. Yeah, and so yeah, I think that is it, right? Implementing methods, final, yeah. All right, so let's go to our step 3, which is create a main method to test all functionalities. Do I create a whole new class? A whole new file? Let me create a whole new. Do I create a whole new file? Let me see here. I can do like a public static void main string. I don't know. Like, actually, no. Let me create a whole new file because just create a whole new file for that. Compile that. Compile that. This is good here. Doesn't look bad here. Let me create a whole new class here. Let me say main. I don't know. Public class static void main string. Oh, string works. But I know that this is not supposed to be like this. Okay, so let's initialize your a student record, right? Records. Test all functionalities at least 5 student rec. Alright, let's initialize this. Hit this here. Michael manage. It's management here. And let's do like a. I mean. Oh, let me do like that. No, let me do something like this. Yeah. Like we call this a manager. And now we're supposed to import here. And I know we're supposed to import here. So class. So it being a class, this should be caps. Student management. Alright, let's just go ahead and let's do, let's say, hold on, let me see something here. Let's say manager, right? So we want to add at least 5 student records. Alright, so let's do a student. And this student ID will be, let's say, 001, and with the name of say Jane Doe, right? And with a, let's say, 2.4 GPA. So let me go ahead and copy that. Oops. Okay, that should be enough. It is gonna be John Doe. John with the student ID of 02. And let's say a 2.8. This is gonna be Annie. Let's say Annie White. Okay, hold on. I need to get my charger here real quick here on my computer. Let's say Annie White. Let's give Annie White 3.6. Annie White here has the student ID of 003. Right. Let's say, what do we call the next one here? Let's say Michael Black. Let's give Michael Black a 3.0. 3.4 is fine. Doesn't matter. Michael Black, and I'm gonna give it a 4. Let's do this. 5, 6, 7. and we're gonna call this Michelle. Michelle. Michelle Brown. And we're gonna give this a 3.0. And let's say Zach. Zach Young. Let's give him 3.9. Might be useful for testing, I don't know. Let's give this a 4.0 here. So yeah, 2.8, 2.4, 3.6, 3.4. We're gonna call this student. The student is gonna be Chris Java. Right? And then what else? So we created at least 5 student records. Now we're gonna display all records to ensure they're sorted. And let's do a manager. Right? A manager display. Let me make sure. Yeah, display all students. Alright, display all students. Let me do this like this. Then what? Update the GPA of a student and show the updated list. And do a manager. Make sure it's actually update student. Update student. Make sure you're okay. Update student. So update the GPA of a student, right? So here, right? So update the GPA of a student and show the updated list, the GPA of a student. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna choose, right? We're gonna choose a student key, which is the student ID. And I'm gonna pick, let me see, Michael Black, right? We're gonna do a 004 here, right? So this is the ID. And then in our the argument or parameter, which is a double new GPA, we're gonna then here give a new GPA here. So Michael goes 004, which is Michael Black has a 3.4, and we're gonna update that to a 2.9. Let's update that to. I know it's a big update. That's actually a downgrade, but yeah, that's a 2.9. Right, so update the GPA. Let's do this. I think this is gonna be better. So that we check off this list here, right? Create a main method to test all functionalities. All right, let's start like this so we know where we are. All right, a main method, right? All right, we did that. Then add at least 5 records. All right, we did that. Then display all records to ensure they are sorted. Right. Okay, so we did that. All right, then update the GPA. we did that as well. And show the updated list. So we're gonna do that like this. Manager display all students. Right. Then delete the student record and display the remaining records. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna do like a manager dot delete. Okay, let me just make sure I wrote this method. Delete student. And what are the parameters in this method? All right, just the ID. We only need the ID here to delete a student. Delete student. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Delete student. And I'm gonna delete student with the ID of 003. And then what? And display the remaining records. So let's go ahead and do that. Dot display all students. Right. What else? And then show all students with a. Alright, show all students with a GPA higher than 3.0. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. And let me do this here. We're gonna do a manager. Here, display students with high GPA. We're gonna call this method here in our main. Alright. Just to measure that. 3.0, right? So here is this is the high GPA, right, that we're setting. So this is going to be 3.0. That's the instruction. 3.0. What else? Show all students with GPA. What else? Show students. All right. What else? And then let me do I want to do one more. See here. Okay, let me I want to test something here real quick here. I see something here. So let's see this here. I'm getting an error here. Oh, program won't compile. Let me compile this first here. Let me just change this back to private. Let me test something out here real quick. Let me do a quick test here. So this class here. Oh, we pulled out with the main. Let me remove this main, yeah. I feel like me trying to figure out here what did I unknown type. Okay. So this is a class. And TreeMap and map here. Still no. Unknown type set as manager. What did I do wrong here? All right, so let's start. Let's do it slowly here. Do like ha. There we go. Yeah, cause the class, I was like, I was like, man, I thought I was missing something here for a second. Okay, so we fixed that. Ooh. That was a long fix. Do apologize for that. I know probably some of you are already advanced, but okay, we get that fixed. And what do we do next? Okay, so let's run our program. Let's run our application. Let's run that. Ooh, okay. Wow. That's quite a lot of information, and we can fix here the UI a little bit more. So, but student added successfully. But it's an application, so it doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I can also enhance a little bit the program by I could probably add a method that like calculates or counts the number of submissions. I didn't have to count all that seven, but we want to count the number of successful submissions, maybe. But yeah, student record, student. Ooh, what is that? All right, issues after issues. So let's see, student at 21 G03. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. Let me see. You get the student. This is something here. Hmm. Do like a public string. And we're gonna do two string here. Gonna do two string here. And let's return. So we're gonna return ID, right? We're gonna return. Yeah, then we're gonna return the ID. Yeah, we wanna if I return the ID. Yeah, let me go let's say name, and let's say GPA. Let me run that again. Okay, this is okay. Let me quickly clear this because it's becoming a mess. But that looks much better. Let me see that. Okay, so this looks much better. So we have student records, Jane Doe, John Doe 2.8. This is let's clean up this mess here by doing something like let's do a return ID, right? And let's do a say name. Let's do a GPA. looking even much better. So we have one. What is this? What name? Okay, so we have name, Jane Doe, GPA. What? Oh, okay, so IT1, IT2, IT3. Um, Not exactly how we want it to be, but it is already an improvement. So that's Jane Doe, the name is really a mess. Okay, let's add some commas here and some commas over here. Compile this again, and let me clear this out. And let me clear this. Okay, much better. You know, so we have ID1, name, Jane Doe, GPA 2.4. Hold on, let me. I know this toString belongs to the object class, so let me override it. Like, it's probably like it's messing me up right now. Okay, and we have ID. ID1 name Jane Doe. I mean, the program is working so far. I just need some better visual UI representation here, or just fix up some outputs here. Should be here. Okay. Records. Do like a new line here. Well, overall, our application is functioning properly, and so yeah, see the records. So we have Jane Doe, student ID number 1, right? GPA 2.4, GPA 2.8, Annie White 3.6, Michael Black 3.4. Let me actually see this Michael Black here because I know that we update student number 4, which is Michael Black, to 3.2.9. Student record student updated successfully. And then where's Michael Black 2.9? Okay. And then we deleted. Who did we delete? All right, let's make so we added the 5 students, right? We actually added 7. Added 7. So and out of this 7, so GP updated. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay. So we added the student. What else? 7 students, right? Then student GPA updated successfully. Let me quickly update this here. Because I don't want to have to. Let me also tweak quick here. Let me fix here some stuff here. Where's high GPA? High GPA. Alright, let's run this again. And hopefully this will be it for part 1. But everything looks good so far. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So student GPA updated successfully. We changed student number 4, 3.4 to 2.9, and we have it over here. Then we deleted successfully. Who did we delete? Student number 3, which is Annie White with a 3.6. So let's see what that's student number 3, right? Annie White. And we deleted ID number 3 successfully. Then we requested the students with GPA above 3.0. And as we can see here, we have about, hold on. So we have ID number 6 and ID number 7, which is 3.9 and 4.0. Manager, display ID. Okay, we know where there should be an area. So 3.9 Zach Young and 4.0. 3.9, 4.0. So we have. Okay, let me go here to the. Let me do an equal to. Right. Yeah, equal to or greater than high GPA. Well, yeah, so greater than or equal to high GPA. Okay, let me just go ahead and record, just compile this again and run this again. And let's take a look at our main years, because we should have, apart from Annie White, which got deleted, we should have at least Michael Black, student ID number 4, right? Why is Michael Black not showing up? Wait, who do we delete? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. So we deleted Annie White and we updated Michael Black from 3.4 to 2.9. Sorry. So that is why we have only now Michelle Brown with a 3.0 and Zach Young with 3.9 and Chris Java with 4.0. And I believe that is it. So that's our application, guys.